Alright, this is like how to hit a bag or shadow box properly. So if you're left-handed, your right foot is going to be in front because you're power hand, but it's rare. So if you're right-handed, your left foot's going to be in front, your pinky toe is always facing your opponent or the bag that you're hitting. So it's your pinky toe that's lined up. And your back foot is going to be wide and out. So this is, see how my feet are parallel? You're going to step one step out and bend your knees. It's going to feel real awkward, always does, because you're not used to it. Okay, so this is so your fight stance. Okay? Your first punch is called a one and it's called a jab. And it's going to be your left hand and you're going to throw it straight from your shoulder. So it's just straight across. So whether you're going to hit the bag or hit somebody, that's a jab. It's just straight. Preferably, I like to take a step while I take a jab because it allows more power to it. Boom. Boom. I tend to cross my hand across my face when I throw a jab because when people throw jabs, their opponent tend to throw jabs at the same time. So you're countering their jab while punching them at the same time. When you throw that jab, make sure to tuck your shoulder. So if a hook does come around your head, your shoulder's guarding it, so you only get hit in the head instead of the face. So that's one. So it's a jab. So you take one step, boom, cross your face, straight punch, boom, boom. Don't reach contact with it with your arm bent or completely fully extended. Barely bent. Alright, and then a two is with your right hand. So you throw that one, and the two falls with another straight punch. So it's coming from the shoulder and it's coming from your hips. So you're going to throw that straight punch and pivot your foot 90 degrees while you throw it. So it's going to come straight and pivot your foot. Try to stay on the ball of your foot when you do it. The reason why we use the hips in it because it adds that extra pop and that more power to it. So the one, jab, the two is a cross, and pop that hip into it. If you just sit here and punch it like this, you're just getting tired yourself out and there's no power to it. So it's a boom, right in the hip. Boom. Boom. Alright, a three is a left hook. A lot of people don't like to use it, but it's actually really powerful because nobody expects it. The way I teach it is I put my elbow to my hip, arch my wrist like this, and I just kind of hit wherever I'm going to hit, right? And then when I get comfortable with actually meeting my object flat-fisted, then I take my elbow off and I add hip into it. I kind of duck that muscle and come around and open it wide. But it's right in. A lot of people punch like this. I call it the rainbow. We don't do that, so you keep it nice and tight because it comes behind the ribs. It's not to hit the ribs, the punch is to come behind the person. So it's left hook, boom, boom. If you're hitting a bag, pretend like you're hitting the other half of the bag. So you're trying to hit around it. Alright? A four, people do it differently, but a four to me is a right uppercut. So for that, it's going to be the exact same thing as a two, except for you're doing an uppercut instead of a straight. So you're going to pop the hip into it. I tend to bend my knees so I get more more power to it. So it comes and you duck here. It's supposed to be nice and tight. Boom. Boom. If you're hitting a bag, you can do an uppercut and just punch forward instead of coming up because you can't hurt your wrist that way. And then once you do all those, one at a time, multiple times, try to walk without crossing your feet around the bag. Make sure you don't cross feet because that allows the takedown. So you're just going to throw a jab on the bag or your opponent. Throw a jab. Just keep repeating, throwing the jab. Boom. And then you're going to switch it and do the two, hit the bag, do a little movement. Boom. Hit the two again. Move a little bit around the bag. Two again. Same thing with the hook. Prefer you to throw a hook. Boom. And sidestep to the left. And hit that side of the bag. Boom. Then side step again, hit it again. And then for the uppercut, I'd rather you just stay in place and just work the movement of it. Hands always up. Boom. Nice and tight. Add the hips to it. Without the hips, like I said, takes away that power. Okay? So that's hitting the bag. So what I want you to do is learn all of them one by one. Then I want you to switch it up. Do some ones, do some twos. Boom, boom. But I want you to remember the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because when you're hitting mitts, or I'm trying to show you, those are the numbers I use. Also, speed and more power. Throw the jab. non-stop, over and over again, whatever you're hitting, boom, 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 until you can't do anymore. Same with the 2, every time, no, use the hip, boom, boom. Same with the hook, that works the speed and your conditioning, because you can be able to run 5 miles, but that doesn't mean you can punch while running, or just punch for 5 minutes. It's a lot more exhausting. Another thing, 1-2s are most important. So at the end of every bag drill or workout, I want you to just 1-2, like bah, 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 really fast. Just hit in the bag as many times as you can, boom, 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 for about a minute straight at least. Because when it comes down to the last 10 seconds of a round, that's the most tired you're gonna get. Because last 10 seconds you push, 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 and then you have that minute rest. So boom, 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 a minute, 1-2s. Another drill I like to do is I like to shadow box. Don't even have an object at all. Just be out in the open like I am right now, and just throw combos as if somebody's there. Work my movement. Work ducks. Okay, ducks come from the knees. Just drop. Boom. As if it's coming straight, or boom. Don't bend your back or anything. Bend your back, you get uppercutted. So it drops. Boom. Slips. Side to the side. Hands always up. Rows, which you're ducking your head, but your hands are up. When you're rolling just your head, so it comes under. Okay. So shadow boxing, I prefer you shadow box like a full fight, maybe like 10 minutes. Just sit there and just shadow box, do different combos. Work your movements. Whatever you want. Boom, boom, boom. Do that for about 10 minutes. Another thing, last thing I'm going to say is your breathing. Every time you throw a single punch, you need to breathe. Breathe out. A lot of people come up with the noise. You know, you hear people, huh, shh, like anything. The air really, like that noise really helps you. So as soon as you throw a punch, as soon as you reach impact, all your breath should be out. Shh, 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 shh. Every time. I don't care if you're doing 100 of them. Shh, 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 shh. Air is always out. Reason why is because if you get hit, if you have all that air in your body, you get winded. If you don't have any air, how are you going to get winded? Okay? So shadow boxing, speed, boom, 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 boom. On the bag, a lot of shadow boxing. Another thing you do is throw a combo, do an up, down, throw a combo, do an up, down. So you're working a lot of your core as well. Any questions, comment on the video, and we'll see.